There you go. People out there on YouTube. Hey, what I got here is my 1971 Ct70H. And I've got to put a charging coil in it. I've already changed the stator coil for the ignition. So, I'm going to try to, it's been a while since I've done videos, so anyway, I'm going to try to record this and put it all together and maybe go over a few things. So let's get that flywheel on. Alright, I'm going to take that nut off. So, I got to get all my socket. Put that in there. That's 17 millimeter. Put that pile. And this is a M27 by 1. Yeah. I got a kit. Just back that jack bolt out. And this is left-handed thread. So you put it in there like that, as far as it'll go. Take your 17 off. Put your 19 on there. Wham! There you go. Now, you see the problem. And back that up. Anyway, you got all your centrifugal weights in there that runs your spark advance. Gives you a little more horse and power. You must get up and go. I had to replace, that's a spring off my other H model that I had to put on there because it was broke. Got in there and tore up all my windings and stuff. So anyway, treat those with care. So what I did is I just snipped my wires for my charging unit. I don't have any battery or lights, horn, nothing like that. So that's good enough to run it. This is a new stator coil for my ignition. Let me see if y'all can see that. I apologize, this camera's not all that great. Let me just hold y'all for a minute. There's been a lot of questions on the Ct70H forum about continuity and stuff. This screw right here, there's a wire that comes out of the winding, excuse me, that is connected to all that. That's a fine time for my compressor to kick on. So, anyway, if you can hear me, if you put even if you had this all out in your hand, and you put a continuity meter, ohm meter, and you ohmed it to that wire terminal, to the yellow one that runs up to the condenser, you're going to get continuity. So, give me just a second for the compressor to shut off. Anyway, I do need to take that off here in a minute. I will be cutting you on and off. So, okay, thank you Jesus for that. Alright, let me explain this. You got your flywheel going in a counterclockwise direction, okay, and it's steadily building a charge on that winding and the winding that should be up here. okay, for your ignition. That yellow wire runs over to your condenser. That has to be, the other end of that winding has to be grounded in order to bias the winding to build your charge. It does that being grounded right there. So your charge, your electrical charge is being generated through the magnetic field on your flywheel, comes up, and in the duration that points are closed, that charge is built up in your condenser capacitor. Okay? During the time that the points break, or when the points are closed, I'll say, that allows the condenser to build and hold that charge. Now, the minute that the points break, that charge is released. You got your wire running up here that grounds it. It comes back to the condenser that grounds it. So that keeps it from discharging, okay? You got your yellow wire throwing a charge into the condenser. That wire goes up and lets the charge build. Now the minute the points break, you have that discharge. Alright? Well, that discharge, because the ground is broke on it, goes back up to this wire that runs up to your coil. Now, it reminds you, it's got to run through a series of wires and connections, like your little black jumper wire on your battery plug-in. It runs back through, and it eventually ends its way back up to the coil to make the spark. So anyway, you're always going to read some kind of continuity from say that yellow wire to ground. It's just going to be that way. So I hope I've answered some of that. So anyway, I'll be right back with a cover off. Okay guys, I got it out. Now, let's see here. This is the charging and lights. Okay. This thing is wrapped twice, but on this eyelet, you have to ground it so it gives its bias, sends the voltage out, or the power out, the AC that's generated out to where it needs to go. One to your headlight, one up to your rectifier. It charges your battery. It runs other things. So anyway, there's two windings of copper, that enamel copper wire, that both are connected to this eyelet. It has two separate windings. They should read the same amount of ohms. I don't remember what it was. I ohmed them, not these, but some different ones. And they were exactly the same amount on each winding. So, I don't know. Just kind of want to look it over and see. Looks fine to me, decent enough. Anyway, so I ordered this off of eBay. It came from V-Rock's Vintage Parts. There's information. It's a H model. So anyway, show that long enough. But I wish they would come with this clip. Some people need that clip right there, and that's valuable if you're missing it. It goes right here. Tucks your wires in so they don't rub up on the flywheel. So what I'm going to do is I've got to take this wire off of the condenser and hook this black wire in, solder it in, and get it all on there so I can start running my electrical system. Keep my battery charged. It's got a brand new battery and things, so anyway, if I can get it all charged up, get the horn working and headlight going, it'll be ready to rip snort. But it does rip snort. I've already got the transmission thing figured out. So anyway, just so I don't bore y'all, next time you see it, I'll have it sorted together. Alright guys, we're in the house, got the coil installed, and I had to shorten the wire up. This black wire that runs up underneath has to be tucked in there carefully. It was actually longer, so I cut it, stripped it back, and soldered it. Now a lot of these condensers, sorry for the blurry footage, one of these tabs is longer and one of them shorter. Now I found it just best to snip that long one off, make it as short as the other one. But it's a little tricky to get it going, but it's possible. So I've got all new seals in it, O-rings, all that stuff. Anyway, you want to make sure there's an O-ring here, and I got to find an O-ring for that. It's probably in the kit, maybe not, but I got some O-rings somewhere. So I'll get all that installed, and if anything, just put an O-ring in the bottom if you lose one. I don't know what size they are. They're probably like a 012 series, and O-ring, you know, O-rings have decimal equivalent sizes. So anyway, it's probably an 012 or a 12. 0 series, as I call them. Anyway, everything inside of there looks decent. I don't remember. Maybe I ought to adjust the timing chain a little bit, work on it. So I don't remember if I did last time I had it on. But anyway, one thing I'm gonna do is it had the heel toe shifter. I don't like it. I think that's what broke the arm. So I'm gonna put this thing off my 73. I thought I ordered one from CHP, but I guess I didn't. So I think this is too much. This is off some kind of big, strong dirt bike or something. I don't like it. So I'm gonna put the original style back on and keep from breaking another shifter. Now, I will say this, and amongst the last time I was setting my points gap, you can take this lobe off by taking that screw and that screw off carefully, and you can slide the lobe out. Just pay attention to how things go. You can put the lobe in there 180 degrees out. I know that because I did it. So I had to put it back in there the right way so it fires when it's supposed to. All your magnets are in time and everything, so make sure you get that put back in there. Maybe a little white marker here and there to you know, identify which way you took it out before you screwed it up. Anyway, I was able to take that lobe out, set my points gap a little bit better than just having it out. And I wish I had another flywheel. The other flywheel always got issues, so I'm not going to get into that right now. So anyway, but as far as I can say, that's a carburetor from CHP. Does great. All that. So one of these days I'll probably break down and just go get this one repainted, restore it, all that good stuff. New seat. If I need something chromed, I'll go get it chromed. So, replace the fork boots. gators or whatever you want to call it. I want all new cables. I just don't trust, you know, they've been on there since new, so I want to make sure everything is up to snuff, safe. I got a new headlight bucket, so I've got to change this high-low switch and the horn button. Not so much a horn button, the high-low switch is screwed up, it's broke. So I do have another one. And the handlebar, not the handlebars, but the clutch and the brake handle. I had to straighten them up. I did order a new one from CHP for each side, and the barrel, the hole where the barrels go on the cables is not deep enough, so that if I down the road get new cables, maybe they'll fit in there without having to slice off some of that barrel, that lid or whatever it's on the end of it. So maybe I can fit all those together. But anyway, here, yeah, that's a bad deal. This is the ones off my 73, and it appears to me that you can put any one of these stator kits fit, whether it says for an H or a 3-speed. They seem to be the same to me, so that's why this is off. I put that one on there and tested it, and all the holes seem to line up. Evidently the engine was, you know, submerged in water at one point. Everything is rusted. Just out of sanity and peace of mind, it'll get a whole new kit. And one thing to say that this, what I'm fooling with right here, is a little grommet, which is right here. I don't know what year, maybe 72 or 73, they started putting a neutral indicator light. So it would have been in here somewhere. So that's what this is a neutral indicator. You do have to have all your suits, seals and boots all in place so nothing leaks. You know, you don't want any moisture getting inside where it's not desired to be. So this will clean up. I mean, I'll rip all that crap off, throw it away, clean my plate up, maybe sandblast it or just scrub the hell out of it. So that's on my 73, my project down the road. Anyway, here in just a minute I'll have the cover back on and flywheel and see if I can get it horn and crap to work. So catch y'all in a minute. Okay, as you can tell, it's running. Get it all on. All my cover's on. So I got it up, turned on to the headlight. The headlights work, but don't have any horn. Got something going on. Stupid ground or something. I got different beams of high and low works. A little slow switching. That's because it said idle. So anyway, let me figure that horn out.